So, my 22nd birthday came and went a few weeks ago, and it's now been 14 or so years since I used to immerse myself in the wonders of Yu-Gi-Oh cards and gang warfare. Hell, it's now customary to talk to friends to catch up and talk about the old times. But you know, being from the north and all, catching up with childhood friends is more like prison visits for family members you haven't seen in 15 years.
How's life on the outside? What's changed?
It's honestly terrible. Absolutely terrible. Bloody Manson's not released an album in years.
Oh no, not Marilyn.
Who's Marilyn? Now, we did have to entertain ourselves as kids. It wasn't all TikTok and YouTube back then. We had YouTube and DVD players, yeah. It was that long ago. I know I make it sound like I was born around the time of the Neanderthals, but to be fair, being from the north, VHS tapes are like witchcraft to me. What is this little box? Do I just tap on it and little man wakes up and plays me a video? How does this work? I'm scared. I don't like new technology. I mean, goddamn. We are so underprivileged, we are just waiting for Madonna to come snatch us away from our estates. Ah, help! Now, with all that in mind, minus the Madonna kidnapping, you had two choices for entertainment. Play outside or play outside. Unless it was a nuclear winter outside. Actually, do you know what? No, scratch that. My mum wouldn't give a shit. If she wanted me outside, I would be outside. My day was, for the most part, her choice, really, you know?
Bright and sunny outside today, so go play outside. Your friends are a bad influence. You need to stay inside today and stay away from them.
Most days would be spent outside, though. What would we do? Good question. Usually it just consists of, like, I guess 3 different things. So you'd have, like, your dens, you'd have adventuring, and then the sort of things you imagine Ozzy Osbourne would have done when he was, like, 10 years old. Dens were me and friends finding secret areas to hang out in. Whether it was, like, a big old bush, an underpass, or Gary Glitter's front room, we made it our base of operations. Now, what was the point in finding these dens, you might ask? Well, see, you might ask. I'm also asking because I don't have any idea. I mean, I guess we wanted privacy for conversations, you know, maybe lighting fires or just hiding things we didn't want parents to find, like lighters for those fires, stolen stuff because we were rebels, or that one time we found the axe. Yeah, riveting stuff, I know. We never used that axe, by the way, it was just for style points, you know, we were just waiting for our application from MTV Cribs. Wow, this really spruces up the place, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does. Now adventuring, this was a risky one, because I lived on a council estate that was segregated on its own little island, so the out of bounds areas was the surrounding road. And on top of that, it was like living in a Soviet unitarian state, but without the Russians, of course. But there's only so much of exploring of alleyways and crack dens we could do in such a confined space before we got bored. Guys, come look what I found! Shh, he's sleeping. They're so cute when they're napping. So sometimes we might go a town over, but even then, you know, we aren't that naive as to just wander wherever we feel. Guys, I found a sign that says free candy on entry. This must be like a club for kids or something. Don't be such an idiot, Danny. We've explored a burnt down church, industrial estates, hell, to us, a Morrison's we'd never been in was seen as a new location to us. And of course, lastly, I must mention the naughty boy things we did, as if, you know, arson, stealing property, and trespassing wasn't bad enough. I know, I was the devil. We played the most unforgivable game known to mankind. We played... Knock a door run. Oh my god, he's evil. Lock him away. Yeah, there's a ton of different names for it, but that's what we called it. Knock a door run. Does what it says on the tin. I know, I'm not particularly proud of it, or at least I was until I upgraded the game to open the door, shout and run. Yeah, these names don't get any better, I'm telling you. We weren't very creative. Right, I've got a new game for you. If you go open that person's door and you shout something like obscene, and you close it and run away, I'll give you this energy drink. Okay, deal's on. Ronnie Dio was way better in Black Sabbath than Ozzy Osbourne ever was. Damn, well, that was just evil. I don't even know if I want to give you this drink after that display. This was actually a true story, by the way. After all that had happened, my friend's mum found out and notified us that the owner of that house was old enough to have probably seen the fall of Constantinople, so, you know, couldn't near enough give her a heart attack with a stunt like that. Safe to say we didn't play open the door, shout and run ever again. Oh god, that's such a bad name. My advice to any kids watching, and I'm sure the older audience can agree, you know, lighting fires, stealing, disrupting neighbours, they were life lessons if anything. And the main lessons to take away from that is, don't be a dick. Thanks for watching, people. For the detective portion of views, you might have noticed the style has changed. My entire character has changed. There's a whole lore thing behind it. The lore being, I hated the original, wanted a rebrand. So, hope you guys like it. It's nice making a new nostalgia video again. Always makes me smile making these videos from all the memories. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next. Ciao, mi amigos.